Going live. Okay, we are live. Good morning.
She's doing the countdown.
Oh, because it was working, going and going. What a wonderful time we have. They will make us Trump fatigue. After a few weeks, we will have enough. We will have.
We've already been there.
Yeah, and that was the reason Biden was. I know what it means for Biden. Trump, the knife to
The knife to the neck.
It's Trump. Trump is to Biden knife to the neck. Biden said a long time ago he wouldn't be going for the second term if it wouldn't be for Biden. So the knife that I saw on the Biden's neck, held by Trump, is Trump trying to be a president for this again, second term. Okay, sometimes you need to have the eureka moment.
Hi, BJ Gier, Group 66, Lori Sue Craig and Clement. Live Your Best, 34.
Chris Cross.
D. Briggs, BP. Craig Dixon.
The names that we know already.
Cross,
Thank you so much for being with us.
They have such great conversations amongst themselves. Margie Zeal.
Because they have a nice community. And
Judy Olette.
And that's what counts. People wants to be in an accepting community.
Tina Lanoux. Anyways, thank you very much for joining us.
And long time ago, I said that Trump, I did a video. Trump destiny is in his handwriting.
And that's his signature on the checks.
On the checks, one thing, yes. And another, look, the last letter of Trump. Go and check the signature. He is over-exaggerating. P is usually not that tall letter, but he is putting up and then he's going down, back.
What I thought was interesting is how Melania's signature is very much like Trump's.
She copied him.
It's the arrows. It's just up and down arrows.
Up and down, up and down. And it is for strong people, very strong. And I can't say that he's not a strong man. And that drama that is with him. But the letter P, I was always thinking when I look at his signature, honey, you're going up. And now he's a nominee. He's going up. And then you will slide down to the bottom. And backwards. So there might be even proof that he was a cheater. He shouldn't, even with that.
Cheated? He lied?
No,
I'm surprised.
No. He's so not a cheater. I will marry him. And I will use my husband timer every day on him. He will be flat on top, not only bald, but flat. Honey, I love you. I never use that on you. I'm talking to my husband. He's watching, poor guy, he's watching all our videos.
He's at work and he's watching.
Waiting for me to switch.
People said some very nice comments about him.
Thank you.
And you.
I was making a good decision for one lifetime, and that's it.
Live Your Best, 34, is asking, will the war progress in Europe? How do you see Europe in the near future?
For my phone. I will need my phone, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, today I thought it was very, very interesting with Trump. As somebody even said in here, you wonder how he likes to be sitting in that seat being judged by his peers. And people say, well, no, those are conservatives. Well, he used to be conservative too. They are his peers. They're peers in his area. They're his neighbors. They're his who's ever there. I'm also really amazed that when they talk to some of the jurors, that some of them don't even follow politics. And I can understand that because I never had really an interest before. I mean, I kept track of Canadian politics.
Me either.
But not American politics.
And I'm not interested that much in Canadian politics. I'm so bad.
Well, for a few people, they think there's a lot of drama, but I don't find there to be a lot of drama. Discussion is always good.
Oh, in Canada, we have not that much drama because the politicians are not allowed to take big donations. So they are not as much in the pocket of the donors. They are allowed only 4,500, yes?
I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, from each donor. Can you imagine how hard they will have to work to change the whole family to apply with?
Did you turn off your volume or silence it?
Oh, no. That's what I remember.
And today will be to see who the winner is, or the recipient is, who's going to have the half-an-hour reading, gifted by Tom and Janet Berg, and it's BURG. And so you're going to tee up that Saturday's reading. Anybody who posted on Saturday's reading will be entered in to the opportunity to have a reading by her.
I will put just this one.
And I have here from Chris Kosminski, had a reading with Violetta. She was amazing. I will definitely have another one.
Oh,
There are always questions.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Well, for anybody who's wondering what to get their mother for Mother's Day,
Oh, it's Mother's Day in May, yes.
yeah, Melania Trump
It's coming
just
for a
launched.
reading?
No, she launched. She launched a $245 Mother's Day necklace. I don't know what it looks like. I didn't go into the article. Hi, Kathy. Thank you very much.
So she wants to be like Ivana and Ivanka. They had their own jewelry, and Ivana was selling. I remember those.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you,
Melania
Kathy
had
McLaughlin.
jewelry too. But here she's trying to gain extra funds before everything goes belly up, because she's a mother. And here's the guy who had an affair while she was pregnant with Karen McDougall, and then 4 months after Barron was born, the affair with Stormy. So mothers everywhere.
I will advise her. Boy, no.
You're not going to tell about the advice?
No, it's too much.
This is how she is sometimes, truly.
Yeah.
Um,
My sense of humor is Polish sense of humor. Thank you so much, Group 66. Thank you so kindly. Yeah, in Poland it will be allowed to say things like that. But not in Canada, not in USA.
I mean, she can say things like that, but sometimes I'm surprised.
Yeah. And in Poland, it's nothing wrong with the person who is giving jokes. Like, honestly, in Poland, there is a big party. We are sitting for hours around table. Most people are drinking. Most people are saying jokes. At the beginning, everyone is a joke, saying jokes. Everyone can sing. Even me, with people, I could sing because if the party was good, then they would be not criticizing my wonderful voice. Lara Trump just did her.
Oh, she didn't get a very good review on that album.
Okay, and I will have even worse. And everyone is a doctor. So we have, and the same person will be a comedian, doctor, and joker. And that's who I am. And my boyfriend in England was like, Violetta, you are in Canada, and he was Polish. And I was selling Polish jokes, and he was, you are not allowed, you are in England, you can't say those jokes. So what, someone will think that I'm bad because I'm saying naughty jokes? Yes. No, I'm
Not bad.
But that's what he was warning me.
You had sent me a question. You had a vision, and you said, please ask me, will Hope Hicks be asked if she was intimate with Trump? And what was your answer that you saw?
I saw them doing aerobic.
They were doing a really good workout.
So that was my answer. I wish they asked her what was her relationship, and they have to probably ask her that. I wonder how trustful she will be. She was helping him when he has problem with pants. She will be ironing, so she was taking Melania's jobs seriously. Melania was not very.
Melania is supposed to iron his pants.
Most wives do that. My both brothers, they like to do it by themselves. And my husband doesn't like the dressy ones. He likes jeans.
I don't think Trump did anything to take care of himself.
Oh, no. I wonder if she was changing diapers. That's a joke, yeah. It's for entertainment.
Bloomberg just reported that Trump has only $6.8 million for legal fees with the trial underway. I can understand why he's now requesting that anybody who is running for a position in government, that if they use his name, they have to give him a portion of the donation.
Yeah, and then his total spent money on those trials is around $1 billion.
Well, he's got a lot of trials going on.
So he spent a lot, and he's spending, and he's not paying some lawyers. Giuliani was not paid.
No. Now,
okay.
Judge Marchand, it was talked about. I don't know whether it was Glenn Kushner who did it or not, but about he's trying to get the trial finished as quickly as possible in the shortest amount of time, so that Smith can bring up his January 6th trial and still have time to do it before the election.
And Trump wants to delay. So he thinks if he will be going even to prison, that will delay.
You think?
In jail.
They could give him a TV screen. You can watch it taking place.
Yeah, and I hope they will take him only for the sleepovers. Now, we said that long time ago that he should buy some mattress and donated the mattresses to the jails. Hopefully that will happen, because he will have a problem sleeping on the regular mattress.
On the weekend, 45 pinned at the top of his Truth Social account a Newsmax article attacking Judge Marchand's daughter again.
Again, yeah.
The gag order hearing is coming up tomorrow. How will Marchand deal with the gag order? Will he finally do something about it? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Some people, when they are training dogs, they roll the magazines and they spank the dog, but the magazine will have to make a lot of noise. Mm-hmm. So it's not as hard the first time. I think eventually he will have to screw the magazine with some wires and to spank him that way. But I see that kind of magazine, the noise from the magazine, the dogs are aware that something is wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he will use some legal, but it's woman who is a lawyer, not a male. So I think it will be not as harsh yet. And financially, good harvest. Sleeping over, ha ha ha. Look at that. The bars in the window, swords on the wall, so he can sleep with headache.
I hope that comes true.
Hopefully that will teach him a lesson. That will teach him. And he will have another mugshot and fingerprint for New York.
Live your best, 34. Will the war progress in Europe? How do you see Europe in the near future?
Bye-bye.
1, 2, 3.
When you are looking at the geysers, Yellowstone Park.
Geysers.
Mm-hmm. Geysers? Okay, I'm saying geysers. Okay, geysers. And the bubble is coming from here, from there, and it's a little splash. they are white. The Yellowstone geysers are very white and smelly, like eggs. So it will be some problems here, some problems there, and unpredictable, because those geysers are usually not at the same place and the same moment. Only Old Faithful is very predictable every day at the same moment. We survived once a lightning. We went there and it was coming for storm, and we were tired. And I said to my husband, we better go home. We have seen this before, and we have half an hour to wait. Come home, go to the hotel. We have seen this. We don't have to wait half an hour. And the lightning strike outside where the people were waiting, and one person was killed.
Wow.
And I thought, oh, my husband is tall. He might be the
lightning rod.
Lightning rod. I'm wearing a lot of jewelry. I might be the something that is pulling. And someone asked why I'm wearing a lot of jewelry. I'm attracted to rings. And my great-grandmother, my mother's mother, grandmother, was gypsy. So probably that's the nature of, and gypsies are always wearing a lot of gold and not a lot of gold rings. I like that silver better. I'm not attracted to gold. I have some, but I don't. Okay, most of the time it will be quiet. Some moments when people will be celebrating something, that's when it will happen. And so they will have to lean on the FBI and security for information. So it will be CIA, FBI, whatever. They will have to have access to know where is something. Olympic might be a problematic as well. So I see those bubbles coming from underground. I think that's quite a vision. So it is. I have to understand what I have seen. So
when you were describing that, I kept on thinking about Trump in court.
Poor guy,
bubbling up, letting loose,
and they said that
smelling.
They said that when he was sleeping that Monday, the smell was coming and the noises were coming. That it was not only.
Yeah, they had to get an air purifier of some sort. But anyways, that's what I was thinking about when you were talking about that. Yeah. You never know when it's going to surface.
Geysers in Yellowstone Park, the smell is awful.
What's sulfur, yeah.
Sulfur, yeah.
Angie Fleming is asking, should leadership in Canada improve in the next election?
One bigger candle and one smaller. So there will be two candles bringing the light, bringing the candles as symbol of something to celebrate. We are taking candles to the graveyards on on 1st of November. Saint days, so we are taking and people who died, we are celebrating that, so the whole cemetery looks so beautiful. To me, it's a symbol of respect and being united with the past. I feel that it will be a good symbol. But I see two parties. We have so many parties. It is very hard for one party to have complete domination.
Sandy Clipfell, with all the nasty media surrounding 45, how does Barron cope? Do others tease and taunt him, bully him?
Well, there was rumors that he quit, but that was not true.
So he's graduating.
Yeah, he's graduating. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He's not a friendly camper.
He sticks to himself an awful lot.
Sorry?
Does he stick to himself an awful lot?
He stills to
Quiet.
himself. He has bodyguards walking around him all the time. So he's surrounded by all the people. And he is very narrow, brilliant some ways. And some ways the social life doesn't appeal to him. It's like his mother. She is not really people-oriented person. With the family, yes, but not with anyone. So they are very much in distrust. They don't trust anyone. Yeah, he is doing his homeworks, very judgmental. And he wants to go to the top. He thinks everyone is kind of cheating around him. So he is buying probably some of the stories that mother and father are selling to him. It's not true because they want to protect him.
Will Melania be watching Trump's trial?
I bet. I bet she is.
Well, she punished him a little bit after the last time.
That would be hard.
1, 2.
Yeah, she's sitting in the corner and watching right now even. But Fox News doesn't have coverage. I checked, and I was so surprised that they don't have anything. The other subjects are touching, but not too much of the Trump. I was only once switching for a few minutes. So she might be just watching Fox News, but apparently she's watching MSNBC and CNN. And Trump was furious when he was cutting her that she is doing that. She wants to have some fun. She has eye on someone. She has some lover. And she wants to fulfill her dreams.
Don't we all?
Yeah, maybe some bodyguard is her best friend.
Not her hairdresser? Who got all that salary?
I don't have that salary, but maybe the salary is covering Trump's hair more than hers. Because she doesn't need that much of the access to be around hairdresser. So I believe that's the Trump out is coming and the hairdresser is coming, knocking to the door and coming and helping him.
BP had mentioned everyone get their popcorn ready for some psychic predictions.
Oh.
And Trump finally seen how it feels to be sitting in front of a jury of his peers. That is so true. Chris Cross is asking, what was Dum Dum's meeting with Poland's president about?
Trump had
The Polish president, who is on the right, had a meeting at Mar-a-Lago with Trump. What was it about? Oh, my nose is itchy. Does that mean I'm going to kiss a fool?
Kiss me.
You're not a fool.
I am full. 3 cards.
1, 2.
Polish president thought that he
3.
can tell Don to help Ukraine because it's in Polish interest and there is a lot of Polish people living in USA.
Mm-hmm.
So he thought if you want to have support from Polish people, do this, and Ukrainian people do this. But he went with love and he wanted to give him something to think about in the nights and trying the best. After that, after the visit of Mike Johnson, Trump was furious, and I predict that he will be furious at Mike Johnson because Mike Johnson will do the right thing. He wouldn't let Trump to manipulate him in something. And Trump was furious, and Mike Johnson did what he was supposed to do. I said that he will be putting this on the floor, and he did. So I'm so proud that I was predicting this. And I said that Mike Johnson will stand up to his what is right, like Mike Pence.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Pence stood up to Trump's party.
Only because his son.
Well, it's because he has
reminded him.
He has some reason to be honest way. I think Mike Pence is a lawyer as well. And they are both lawyers. They don't want to lose their practice for the future. So they didn't want to risk for Trump. And I don't like Mike Pence, but at least he was honest. He wanted to do
At the last minute.
Last minute is better than nothing.
Yeah.
And when it was up to him to make the decision, he did.
Now, this one you've already answered in some way before. Maggie Zeal is asking, will Putin be leaving office for good soon? And you saw Putin
being poisoned, kind of.
Poisoned by somebody who's very
close to him.
Yeah.
But time, I never committed to the time.
1, 2, 3.
Eventually, he will leave on his own term. Why? He will stand up from the table and walk away? Maybe there will be some illness that he will have to face. Some operation. He will be making good choices for himself, and he don't trust anyone who will be able to sit on his take his place. 3 more cards.
1.
I want to know more.
2, 3.
So they are taking garbage. He will still be in the power, on and off, so there will a beginning of new adventures. So eventually someone new will take his spot, but it will be under his supervision. Like Medvedev was for 4 years or 5 years, they have 5 years, I think, a president of Russia, because Putin let him to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he trusts Medvedev now that much, but he might find someone else.
Neptune Blue 913 is asking, what will be the outcome of Let It Rot, the protest movement by China's youth against the CCP and President Xi? I don't know. I don't follow this one.
No. 3 cards.
2, 3.
It's like you are walking and someone will shoot you through the feet. You wouldn't be able to walk too far. So they will destroy them.
The protesters.
The protesters, yes. It will be a good harvest, very careful, they have to work, but eventually most of them will be in a prison. Symbol of, taking control of their lives.
Craig Dixon is asking, will this Pecker's the head of...
I know it's some bad name for Pecker. I don't understand that in Polish, but you will have to explain me what the Pecker means.
After. Will he be telling everything about Trump in court? Because he always kept things under wrap for the National Enquirer.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
It's like people are dividing cocaine and they have doses. So I don't think he will put everything. I don't even smell, or I don't know how the cocaine tastes or whatever. I never tried. But from the movies, I know that they will be making powder, and then with the mirror or something, they will be dividing or knife. So he will be doing just doses. So it will be not overwhelmed. He's afraid of his own viewers, and most of them are Trump supporters. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't want to lose them. He will be very careful. And it's all about security, safety of his money. But he will have to answer. He will have to put some judgments on Trump. And they are not friends anymore. They were such a good buddies. I hope they will ask him how many times he covered some stories, but they are not related, and maybe they will be related if they will ask the right question, because they should.
Mhm.
How many times you cover so many stories for him, and Trump about Stormy, he didn't pay him. No, not Stormy, McDougal.
Karen McDougal.
Karen McDougal. He never paid him back, and for the
And that was even a payment higher. It was 150.
yeah, some much better.
thousand.
And he didn't pay him, and for the doorman he didn't pay him.
That was 30,000.
30,000, and it was about that he has a child. They said that he fathered the child, so it's not that she was pregnant. It was that he had a child with her. So where is your little baby, Trump? Yeah, good daddy.
Yes, on all levels.
Oh.
um,
But I think that even evangelical will have enough of this. Maybe they will be just watching Fox, but no one is talking about this guy who he tried to fire.
well, they said he was just mentally ill and he had a cause, but it had nothing to do with Trump as
but
such.
He threw the bulletins, and it was about conspiracy. So he was.
But it was about both of them, both Trump and Biden being fascists or something.
Oh.
But I think he just did it as an audience. He knew it would be televised, and he'd go out in a blaze of glory.
Oh, it was.
You did a handwriting evaluation analysis of Trump a long time ago.
Yes, and the video is Trump's future is in his handwriting. I think that was the
title.
I didn't dismiss any of my videos, so you can always go to my old.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Lori Sue Craig and Clement is asking a diversion from politics. Will the governments of this planet finally acknowledge superior extraterrestrial life in the next 1 to 2 years? It's past time, I think.
How many? 20? Oh.
In the next 1 to 2 years, will governments finally acknowledge extraterrestrial life? One, two, three.
They are standing in the doorway and arguing. Some people want to let it go. Information, others are stopping them, so they can't move too much forward. Tough journey for them to know how to inform people, because they don't know how, if they have to fight with them one day, so they don't want to be too pro. People from other galactics, yes, it's all about being careful. It's all about being ready for a fight, tough journey. It is something that is scary for them. And because you don't know if you should program people, they are your friends or they are your enemies. So they are just in that limbo.
Dolores Cannon says that we all come from someplace. And
we do. I know that we do. But
they don't want to frighten some people who are susceptible to being frightened.
And I grew up under my mom's supervision, and she was all about.
She's probably having a great time now.
Oh, she is, probably, because that's what she was believing and going on when she was in her 90s. She was 95 when she passed away, but she will go even before dying on the balcony, and we had, in the distance from us, the little villas across. We're on the 3rd floor, and then there is a park, and she was always going there and asking, can you come and take me? Can you come and take me or visit me? It's like it was her dream. I never had that much of a dream about this, but it was her belief. So I grew up with a mother who was so open for that. And 10 years before she died, she was studying galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
All the names, all those things. And So I was buying her albums and in Polish, but because she didn't speak English, so it was a challenge. But that was my mom.
Now,
So I'm not very, very different, because when you are a little seed and it's...
we don't know everything as humans. The bill to support Ukraine passed, of course, with Israel and Taiwan. But just a reminder, Adam Kinzinger, the former House Republican who sat on the Special Counsel J6 committee, in a TV interview and in his book, commented that most people don't know that the support given is very little in cash. The majority is in military weapons and supplies that were already slated for destruction, and because they were updating their equipment and everything. So this isn't like a cash out. He says they have to be recorded on the books somehow.
And so some of them are reproduced in USA. So, one day they might give
it's good employment for,
it is, yes.
because they're manufacturing new weapons. But instead of destroying them, they're sent over. And that's what Trump has always wanted to stop, was that them having ready access to weaponry.
And I was talking with my husband. I said, yes, they have a battleground that they are testing all the equipment and how people will be using it. So it's for free army that they have. Not free, but it's cheaper than your own.
But it's not like it's money out of their budget so much.
It is still, but
it's allocated.
But it is helping to understand the battles.
Blue Moon 33 is asking, will Michael Avenatti testify for Trump against Stormy Daniel? He has already testified in prison. He's already been interviewed in prison for the grand jury.
Right. And he was pro Stormy Daniels, and then she accused him about stealing money from her, which he is sitting in the prison, and he was cheating not only her but others as well.
1, 2, 3.
And there was a time that everyone was thinking that Avenatti will be the next president, you remember? And I said, well, they will find something on him. And they did. And will he testify? It will be very limited. Because he's not comfortable for Trump, and he's not comfortable for the Stormy Daniels side. I don't know if they will let him to really be
much of an influence.
No.
They used his testimony
They want
already.
her to be safe. Security for the trial, all about the security. I don't see him being taken as a serious witness. And then he will be against Trump. He's so unpredictable, because he was enemy of Trump, he was enemy of Michael Cohen, and then Stormy Daniels.
Oh, I'm sure he'll come out with a book.
But they will take the money, so he's afraid of working so hard and for nothing, because he's owing so many people money. And it's so sad, because he had the word in his feet, and then he went the wrong way.
Blue Moon 33 is Salman Rushdie safe in this current environment since the release of his latest book documenting his latest assassination attempt?
Salman Rushdie, who is here?
I remember hearing his name.
It's in India.
Did somebody else add on to that?
Oh, yes, I remember him. And I know one lady whose husband was a doctor and taking care of him. So, what is the question? Will he be, they will try to assassinate him again?
Well, is his life in danger he wrote the book.
I know. And he stood up to the Islam. So in New York, he was attacked about 2 years ago, and he lost one eye, but the guy nearly killed him with the knife.
1,
on the stage. 1,
2,
He has a bodyguard now. And he always was predicted that will happen. I was listening his interview, and he said, I knew that will happen. And he asked his wife, and she said, oh, you are always, imagining this. He will need to stand up. Yes, he will withdraw himself. He will not be in the public anymore as much. And lovers, he has to pay attention more to his life with his beautiful young wife.
Larry Summerlin has asked the question, there's a Republican that I find concerning. Clay Higgins out of Louisiana, he's the House representative. Can you see what's up with him? And he is a core member of the House Freedom Caucus. It's written that by the Center for Effective Lawmaking about him, that he is the most effective Republican legislator in the House. He has been recognized as a champion for smaller government. Oh yeah, they've got so many conditions with government now. Lower taxes, secure borders, and individual freedoms. So what's up with him, and will he be reelected?
Louisiana, yes?
Yeah.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, he will still have a speaker. So he will still be, some people will be not voting, but he will get enough money, and he will have a lot of his goals and plans for future. So unfortunately, he will be on, and the same, it will be about Magic Taylor Greene. Even I don't like her at all. But one thing she said, which is true, she said, Mike Johnson is not good to collect money for the other people in Senate.
He's supposed to be raising money for them, for the House.
For the House, and he's not for Republicans.
He's not a good fundraiser.
He's not a good kisser because he has to kiss the other guys from the the donors, and he is not doing that so well. And Trump is taking most of the money for himself. So they will have a problem with donations.
Now, Kyle, Marissa Roth. So it's Stacy Fadu. This lady, Kyle Marissa Roth. And so Stacy writes, hi, Violetta. There is a famous TikToker gal by the name of Kyle Marissa Roth. She died unexpectedly, and it was recent. I'd like to know if there was any foul play. She did bling items and was covering Diddy extensively. Only 36 years old. Very sad indeed. Okay. And there's nothing about her.
And I was trying to get on TikTok to see, and I couldn't get on the TikTok because I'm not on the TikTok. I was hoping. It
says she died in April 2024.
Not even the date, and it's April 2024.
Known for her controversial pop culture takes on TikTok. There's no cause of death that was immediately revealed. The family didn't know yet.
Oh, boy.
So this is the lady.
And she's 36 years old.
She was. She was passed.
Oh, she was, yeah.
They had the funeral. 1, 2, 3.
Someone came from nowhere and killed her. So there was a homicide. They should hire the monk.
She's watching the series on Netflix of Monk, all the past episodes.
Several parts already. Yesterday we were bulging ourselves because my back was hurting. We were flipping the mattress, and then the back was hurting me. So I told my husband, he said, go to bed. And when I go to bed, he is going to bed on top of the bed. Eventually, we both end up.
And then you watch Monk.
We watched.
And this morning you couldn't get up because you were so tired. And I said, too much Monk.
Too much Monk, 4 parts. But I like him. I do like him. And even Ricky, Willie Nelson was playing in one of his parts. So they need to do a good investigation. She thought that someone is stopping her to get what she wants, and she was very powerful, so someone was afraid of her. Family, how? And fights. That much, that many clues. They have to check. And I wanted to check YouTube, TikTok, and I remember I asked Tracy, can you put me on TikTok? And she said, no, because you will be hooked like I'm hooked, and that's not good for you. Tracy apparently is so addicted.
I don't follow TikTok.
And she doesn't have too much time. Lately, I can't see her. For 2 weeks ago, I probably saw her last time. Yesterday, she was supposed to come, and then something come out for them. So, yeah, no luck. I was going to check on that beautiful lady. But it was one of the stories that she was working on. And
well, she writes here that she was covering Diddy extensively.
yeah.
Dorian is asking, I wish they would ask Pecker which story squashed did he regret or feel guilty about? Did he ever regret squashing a story?
He is Trump. He's the same
There is
guy.
no guilt?
There is no guilt. It's just money. It's just a business. Come on. Those guys don't have a soul. He's not better than Trump. They will be bragging who they were sleeping with. Oh, come on.
Now, Will.
They had good time laughing after that and golfing probably.
MD588 is asking, will the truth ever come out about the connection between Justice Kennedy's retirement from the Supreme Court and his son's role as Donald's personal loan officer for Deutsche Bank? Remember that?
Yeah. And
he stepped down in the summertime.
Trump asked him to step down quietly, and he did.
So will that ever come out, the connection?
3 times.
1, 2, 3.
Case is closed. Book is closed. I don't think they want to do it. He belongs to the good family. They will have struggles if that will happen. He's still a star for them. No, they don't want to have anything that will trace him or Trump to Deutsche Bank or whatever.
Kathy McLaughlin is asking, now that Ukraine is getting help from the U.S., will this finally turn the tide of the war in Ukraine's favor?
The damage was huge because it shows that whoever will be reelected, if the Republicans will be reelected, then they will be cut off from the finances. So that gives such a power to Putin.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
I see a lot of burned houses, damage. I can't say. It will be on and off, on and off. Like the borders will be moving. Security eventually will come out, but it wouldn't be done completely. And crying over so many people will be killed. Angel of death over here. So not easy to think that you are a winner if you are losing so many people. And the spirit was killed because of Kevin McCartney should have done this a long time ago. But he was afraid of his seat, and then Mike was afraid, Mike Johnson. So it is all about them, not about the security.
Fridge Pictures is making a comment that President Biden should not debate Trump because he's a convict. And why should the president lower himself? Agreed.
I agree. And I said that there will be Biden will be waiting in the bridal dress, and there will be something that will
No show.
from Trump.
CCC 5942 is saying, for no reason I can imagine, my subscription to your channel disappeared overnight. I resubscribed, of course. Something weird is going on with YouTube. That happened to me on every time for 3 months. I would get bumped off.
The last 2 months I was able to gain, and now they are showing me that I gain 11 subscribers, but when I'm looking, the number is shorter. So they are removing without probably telling people that they are removing. Like you have such
3 months.
Every day, every time she was resubscribing and resubscribing. So clicking on the button, thank you so much, and please click as well on likes. That may help with the algorithm.
And comments.
And Cheryl was not putting comments that time?
No, I don't usually comment. I comment back to an individual, but not on the channel.
No, but that time you didn't. You were just telling me what you were thinking. Mm-hmm. So, and I think that what they think, that if someone is not writing comments, that they can dismiss them.
Dorian is asking, is Bibi still planning on going into, how do you pronounce that? Rawah? And will that bring Egypt?
Rawah. And going... I think that's in Iran, the Rawah.
Okay.
And will he bring Egypt? 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He is going from this way, that way. Bibi is so afraid about himself that he is going to do whatever it takes to attack, and would that bring Egypt? I have this for Bibi. He is worried about himself. He will be thinking about making some decision, and the death. He will be causing so much death and destruction and big change.
1, 2, 3.
Will Egypt be involved? Yes. It will be shuffling, like, reason to celebrate. And then it will leave, not very officially, part-time. So Egypt will try to avoid the big contribution or being too involved, because they are afraid of Israel.
Susan Roberts is asking the questions. She's from Ontario. Thank you for joining us. Is it still in the cards that Zelinski will be involved in a direct attack from above where he may be injured? Has that prediction now changed? Did you ever say that?
I was saying that he is in danger, but I never said that he will be attacked.
Yeah, you thought it was a female who was going to betray him.
And she was actually. There was some female that was
betraying him.
Trader. Yes, they caught her. But is his life in danger?
1, 2, 3.
Yes, he will be actually one day killed. I don't know when. The cards are more positive, so hopefully this will be long ahead. He will be still able to write everything and be in a connected with the West, and he will be up and down with the money, so he will be still going on. But I saw his body being like lined with the charcoal. Mm-hmm. When someone is killed in a car accident, usually that's when they are killed by
the bombs.
Bombs, would they draw that too? I don't know.
No.
I know when someone is killed by car, they will be drawing that line.
Yeah, as a murder.
Yes.
Michael Popak from Midas Touch, Legal AF, talked about what awaits 45 if he waived the Fifth Amendment and takes a stand in the New York criminal election interference case. Will 45 defy the advice of his lawyers and surprise us all? Will he take the stand? He seems to know best.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
They will have to gag him actually by putting something in his mouth. He will still be doing some comments.
But will he take the stand?
The devil taking charges and fighting. The security, the lawyers will be advising him, but it's so hard to fight with him. He will be doing what he thinks that he can do.
This morning when I was watching TV, it had that Trump keeps on passing notes to his lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
And what that does is distract the jurors from the testimony that's being given. And so he may use that as an excuse.
How hard it is for me to keep the concentration. Okay.
This one, Sherry, I mean, you probably should have a reading, a private reading.
Yes, please contact for the private readings if you have related to your family questions. Because I have to run to work.
So get your...
I have Granny's advice for young mothers. Well, usually the mothers are taking that role that we want to train our kids very early to pee on the potty. There are a few really important steps. First, don't make this too long. Like put the baby on the potty and make this as a game. When they pee, and I was putting always hot water, warm water, not
Yeah, you
hot.
put their hand in it. You can also running water, yeah, they hear it.
But usually I was putting warm water, and inside the potty, somehow the fume from the water was making them more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was keeping them only for 3 minutes. My boys were over here, and they were started doing business on the potty. So it was working, but make so much fun of it. Bravo, bravo. And then when the only 3 minutes, the guts of babies are so fragile and they can get out if they will be pushing. So make sure that short time, maybe a few times a day, but not too much. And when they are lucky, gosh, dance with them, raise them to the sky, be happy, because they have to believe that it is making you happy, and the kid wants you to be happy. And then they will be calling you sometimes too often, but it was worth it. In Poland, we didn't have those diapers here.
I used regular diapers, cloth diapers.
Cloth diapers, and you have to wash them. And I was lucky; I have double amount because my sister-in-law gave me her new package because she left to the West, and so I had 40 diapers instead of 20, so we could wash them once a few days. And they had that plastic panties on top that was protecting from leaking. Those plastic panties were so horrible because they got stiff after a few months. So the kids were very motivated to get out of them. Roman was born here, so it was much easier with those disposable diapers. But this is something, what else is? There's warm water, sit on it, make happy, dance. And that should be...
You don't put them on there and let them fall asleep.
Never, never. And don't make them to feel that they hate to sit on the potty, because that's the worst thing that you can do to the child, and you can hurt them. if they are. And the same was with my dog. Vivi is going to the furthest corner of our yard, that we are not even going there. And she's pooping in that place because she doesn't want to smell her poo.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when she is doing,
You're very happy.
I'm happy to this day, and she's 7 years old, and I'm telling her, go sheep, 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 sheep. And at the same time, you can always use the language, go sheep, 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 or whatever you are saying this in English, and that will be the best way to train the dogs to. Well, you see, it was about that the girl was.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see a picture when you were young.
I don't. Most of my pictures are in storage.
Okay, so this is something that.
A draw now.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh, that's good that you are thinking.
I do that occasionally.
You are always
Not
thinking. You're the only one who is thinking out of two of us. Okay, and I have.
So that anybody who would like, again, to get in on a free reading, it is on Saturday's video.
This I
Post a
look like
comment.
that one, wild shirts, and it's 370 comments. Yes, so I'm going with my finger and doing the carousel, and you will stop.
Let's do it quicker this time. Stop.
Okay, Sylvia Martinez, Violetta, thank you for your readings. Okay, girl, you are the winner. I'm pinning your post, and please write your question as soon as possible, because I don't want to lose Brooks' comments, timestamps, and that was replaced right now, so I have to.
So it'll be the first comment on Saturday's video of the winner of Sylvia.
Yeah.
And please contact Violetta as quickly as possible at psychicvioletta@outlook.com to arrange a reading time. She tries to do these as quick as possible so they don't stack up.
Yeah. So see you Wednesday.
Okay, we have prayers.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I forgot, I didn't write it down. Prayers for all the jurors and witnesses in the New York trial.
Oh.
May justice be swift.
And then they will be really pro-law. I'm not saying this way or that way. They have to be real jurors, feeling the
That
best
is their
way.
duty.
That's to do their duty, and that they will be safe.
Well, I know that in the grand jury, it says that there were some pro-Trump people on the jury, but once they saw the evidence,
That they will
they
be
would change their
objective.
mind.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So whether the evidence is for or against, at
So
least
they
they
will be
will be honest about that.
And that Michael Cohen will be safe, because someone asked me about that.
Linda Hadnot, I want to thank all of you for the prayers that I had asked for. My surgery went well, and I'm to start chemo treatment soon. Please continue to pray for me. I need you.
Okay.
Violetta, thank you for providing a platform for all of us. May your treatments go well.
Wonderful. And as well for Lady G, the tarot, Lady G Tarot.
She's such an interesting person to follow. She had bowel problems and intestinal problems, and they went in and did her surgery, and so get up to date on it. And she's now wearing an ostomy bag.
And she's a very open-minded lady.
For anybody who is going through this.
And, because of her experience with shingles before I took the shingles injection, and then I got a tiny little amount of shingles. Maybe it was meant for me, who knows, but 6 weeks later, after taking shingles injection, I got shingles, but it wasn't anything severe like my sister-in-law.
But she gives an up-to-date, and it may be reconnected again, but she doesn't know that yet.
Yeah.
But she gives an honest, for anybody who wants to learn about that medical condition, please
And
do
she's
follow
very
her.
honest about every time when she's suffering.
And she posts several times a day, and she's in hospital in pain.
Yeah, but she needs that community to be with her. So she is. So all the best to you.
Lori Sue Craig and Clement is your continued prayers for my dog.
Yes.
What's the name?
Dulcinea.
Dulcinea. are appreciated. She's in palliative care now, and it's not known if she will recover substantially. Our prayers go out for you, Lori.
Because you
Going
are
through
the
this.
one who is not letting her to
Your
go.
pet is fine. Your pet will go back to source energy and will be fine. It's just our prayers
It's
are for
very
you.
hard for ourselves, and I had that decision to make when my husband and our son Roman was with me, and I had to tell them it's selfish of you to keep her alive. She's dying, she's coughing, she has cancer of lungs, so make sure that you let her go, and you have to suffer. I know that you love her, and I love Cora, but they said we have to let her go.
Yeah, I've
So
gone
she
through several
wouldn't
pets that I've
suffer.
had to.
Yeah, so it is for your prayers.
But you never know who's lining up there to come into your life. There might be another pet who's just waiting for you to open your heart again.
Vivi, we got Vivi before Cora was dying, and the doctor said, "Oh, she has only short time to die," and Cora was living 2 more years because of Vivi. So we got her Vivi. Yeah, at the beginning, Cora didn't like Vivi because she was jealous, and then eventually they were sleeping together.
Android is asking for prayers for our friends in Ukraine.
Oh, everyone and family. A lot of people have families that.
So thank you for joining us. This is for entertainment only. Please write your comments and questions, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Wednesday at 11 Mountain Time. Oh, we will have more information how the soap opera is going on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was good girl. I didn't